My stepmom threw out my late mom's jewelry and said it was clutter. Mom died when I was 11, breast cancer. She fought for 3 years, and the only thing she asked Dad before she passed was to keep her jewelry box safe for me. It wasn't even expensive stuff, mostly costume pieces, some gold hoops she wore every day, her wedding set, a pearl necklace from her own mother, and this little silver locket with baby pictures of me inside. Dad promised. He put the rosewood box on the top shelf of his closet and told me it would always be mine when I was ready. Fast forward 6 years. I'm 19, getting ready to leave for college. Dad remarried 2 years ago to Karen, this 36-year-old Pilates instructor who redecorated the entire house like we lived in a catalog. She kept saying the place needed to breathe, and that holding on to the past was unhealthy. One weekend I came home from my summer job and noticed Mom's side of the closet was completely empty. All her leftover clothes were gone, the shelf was bare, and the jewelry box wasn't there. I asked Dad. He got quiet and said, Karen thought it was time to clear some space. I ran to Karen in the kitchen and asked where the box was. She didn't even look up from her phone. Oh honey, it was just clutter, dusty old stuff nobody wore. I donated it to Goodwill last month. You're going to college, you don't need reminders of sad things weighing you down. I felt the room spin. I asked if she at least kept the wedding rings or the locket. She shrugged and said everything went together because separating it would have been too much work. Dad just stood there looking at the floor. I didn't cry in front of them. I went to my room, looked up every Goodwill in a 50-mile radius and started calling. Nobody keeps records of small donations, but one location said a rosewood jewelry box with costume pieces had come in 3 weeks ago, and most of it sold fast. I drove to every single store that weekend. Nothing. Karen kept acting like she'd done me a favor. Posted on Facebook about helping our family heal through minimalism with a picture of the now empty shelf. That's when I remembered something. Mom had insurance on her wedding set and the pearls. Dad kept paying the writer every year out of habit. I found the policy in his file cabinet. The appraised value was $18,000 replacement cost. I took photos of the policy, the empty shelf, Karen's Facebook post, and screenshots of her text to her friends bragging about finally getting rid of the dead wife's junk. Then I filed a claim for lost items due to unauthorized disposal. The insurance company sent an investigator. Karen tried to say it was an accident, but when they asked for the donation receipt, she couldn't produce one. Turns out she didn't donate it. She sold it on Facebook Marketplace piece by piece to fund a girl's trip to Cabo. The investigator found the locket listed by her friend's account, same photos Karen had posted in a private group chat. The wedding rings went to a local pawn shop. She'd gotten $4,200 cash. Insurance ruled it intentional and paid out the full $18,000 to me as the named beneficiary on the rider. Karen flipped when the check came in my name. She told Dad I was being greedy and that the money should go to the household. Dad finally grew a spine and told her she had to pay him back every dollar she got from selling it or move out. She didn't have it. The Cabo trip ate most of the pawn money. Dad filed for divorce the next month. Karen moved into a studio apartment and had to get a second job to cover legal fees. I used the insurance money to buy back everything they could trace, the locket and a few other pieces. The wedding rings were gone for good, but I had the rest cleaned and put in a new box. I wear Mom's pearls to every important event now. Dad sold the house last year and split the profit with me to help with grad school. Karen still likes my Instagram posts sometimes. I never like hers back. The locket picture inside is a little faded now, but I open it every morning. Some things aren't clutter, they're the only proof you were loved.